This is section 5.4, reflections. Tonight's homework is chapter 5, page 27. We're going to do numbers 156 through 165. Pardon me, 163. What we're about to do today, as you receive my message on Remind, and I need you to put 3 big stars on the side here so it stands out. We are going to be going over your Unit 5 exam. Test questions. Like literally, I'm taking questions from your exam and I'm going over them. So with one of the highlighters that I asked you to have in the middle of your table, I want you to make sure you put the 3 stars and highlight this so that when you look at your notes, it stands out. I'm gonna have Micaiah walk around and make sure that you have what I have, please. If he taps you on the shoulder, it's because you do not have what I have up here. Aaron, you need a highlighter. So based on what we learned last week, let's review by jumping into example 1. A question, God bless you, that you will see on your exam will say something like, write the function f of x equaling 2x cubed after a horizontal translation of 3 units to the left. So with my highlighter, I'm going to highlight the pertinent information. The first one is that it's a horizontal translation. And the next piece of very vital information is that it moves 3 units to the left. I'm also going to go ahead and put a cloud around my function because obviously that's going to be very important. And then I'm going to highlight with a different color my argument. My argument is just the variable that's going to be changed or not changed. So let's go ahead and review from last week. And when I say review, I want you to literally flip the pages in your composition book and find out, for a horizontal translation, is there an argument change or no argument change? So I'm going to flip back with you. Flip back with me, flip back with me. I want you to tell me, with a horizontal translation, Micaiah's going to help you find it if you can't find it. Find in your notes, Jacob, please, find in your notes for a horizontal translation, not a horizontal reflection, but a horizontal translation, if there is an argument change or not. I got some red vines from when you're ready. 1 hand, 2, 3. Find it in your notes. For a horizontal translation, is there an argument change or not? 5 hands, 6, 7, good. Jason, what do you think?
There is no argument.
Corinne, what do you think?
No argument.
What do you think, Jameson? No argument for a horizontal translation? Okay. Please tell me what it says on our notes from section 5.3. I'm waiting for you, Jose. Huh? It does create a change, but that's for vertical. I'm asking you about horizontal. I'm sorry, you're right. Horizontal is X, that's right. But my question to you, is there an argument change, yes or no? Steven? Yes, there is. All right, so whenever there's a horizontal translation, please write a big star here. There is an argument change, and I'm going to teach you a way to remember this in a second. So an argument change means, write this down, Isaiah. Anytime there's a horizontal translation, probably please put it in a different color so it stands out. Anytime there's a horizontal translation, there is an argument change. How are we doing? So the argument here says x cubed. They're telling me that it changes 3 units to the left. Steven, you're going to get 3 red vines when we're done, okay? Just remind me. So, f of x is equal to something, something with a 2 in the front. And something's going to change in my argument this time. Notice my argument is changing. Now this is the part I want to see if y'all remember. Remember we said when the argument changes, it's the opposite of what you think. Jeremiah, I need you. If I want to move 3 units to the left, am I going to add 3 to the argument or subtract 3? Don't yell it out. Jose, what do you think? I want to hear what you think. I want to know if I'm moving to the left. Do I put x plus 3 or x minus 3? Remember we talked about this last week being the opposite of what you think. Jaden, what do you think, puppy? X minus 3. All right, let's think about left. When you hear the word left, do you think minus or do you think plus? Minus. You think minus. But remember, when we have an argument change, it's the opposite. Write this down. It's the opposite of what you think. So like Jaden said, and I'm really glad that he said that, when you go left, you think minus 3. But when you change the argument, it's the opposite of what you think. So what should it be instead of a minus? Jacob, you just said it. Thank you. So this should say an x plus 3. Very good. But that's only if there's an argument change. It's the opposite of what you think. This sign right here is the opposite of what you think. Nathan, are you with me? So now we're going to do an example of moving to the right. Remember this when we're saying opposite of what you think. Jeremiah, don't let me lose you. So if I'm moving to the left and I make a plus, remember what's going to happen now for example 2 if I'm moving to the right. Let's do example 2. Okay, how are we doing? Is everybody caught up? Especially the boys that came in late because of the... Okay. Write a function. F of x is equal to 3x squared after a horizontal translation of 5 units to the right. Take out your highlighters, please, and let's highlight the pertinent information. I already have my 3 degrees. I already know this. Okay, come here, babe, real quick. Jose, can you tell me what I should underline, honey? What? Tell me what you think I should underline. He doesn't have it. Sit over there. Yeah, 5 units to the right. Thank you. Good job, baby. And it's horizontal. We're going to go ahead and cloud this up. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my argument to make sure I remember that that's what I should be changing. Can you remind me, Jason, if there's a horizontal translation, is the argument changing, yes or no?
Yes.
Very good. So this has an argument change. So that means I have f of x is equal to, I'm going to leave that 3 alone. My argument's going to change now. How is it going to change? Let's see. Hannah? Print out the ones that are there. Hannah, if it says 5 units to the right, how is my argument going to change? What do you think, babe? Am I going to put x plus 5 or x minus 5? Minus. Why did you say minus? You were hesitant a little bit, but look at example 1. Remember I said it's the opposite of what you think. Very good, sweetheart. So, guess what, you guys? With your highlighter, please highlight this because this is your final answer. This is all I'm asking you for. What do you think, Jose? Doable? So if it's horizontal, you're going to change the argument. What do you think is going to happen with vertical? Do you think you're going to change the argument? No, but that's going to be my next example. But first, I'd like for you to do a doyo. Show me you know this. Here come the boys if you need help. Please write a function. F of x equals the square root of x after a horizontal translation of 6 units to the right. Highlight pertinent information first. Here come the boys to help you. All right, check your answers with your group, please. I want to hear everybody talking. What'd you get? Talk to each other. You guys need to talk to each other. What book?
I didn't get it.
Oh, okay. Aaron, did you get it? Did you get it? Okay. So here's your function, Corinne. Horizontal, does that mean the argument changes or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of just leaving an x in there, you got to change it. And it tells you,
Change it to x minus 6.
yeah, that's it. What'd you get, Jose? So it's a horizontal translation. Does that mean the argument changes or not? Yeah, right? So tell me what to write, puppy. F of x is equal to square root. Instead of just x, what's my new argument? A 6. Good. Now is it plus 6 or minus 6 if I move to the right? Careful. It's the opposite of what you think, puppy. You know how you went, oh, plus, because you're like, oh, right, plus. Then you go opposite. Very good. So it's minus. Good job, babe. Questions on the doyo? Jaden, sit up, please. Sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up. All right. Now vertical. Remember I told you for horizontal, do you change the argument? Yes or no? Horizontal, do you change the argument? Yes or no? Yes. So now vertical, for example 3, you are going to now write a function with a vertical translation. Hang in there, we're almost there. Hey, unfold your arms. Unfold your arms. Will you feel better if you stand up? Behind you? Okay, well then let's go, boo. With a vertical translation. Help him out, babe. He looks tired. Of 18 units up. I'll give you a second to write that down. Kira, Laura, what are some keywords I should underline, honey? Vertical. 18 units up. I should cloud out my function. Why is Miss Riad not highlighting the argument this time? Don't yell it out. How come she didn't highlight the argument this time? 2 hands. 3, 4, 5 hands. 6. Jacob? Yes, the argument will not be changing. You're gonna leave that alone. You're not gonna highlight it this time because you do not need to. Okay? So, vertical translation, there is no argument change. All right, how am I gonna remember, Miss Riad? I'm gonna tell you what happens, what helped me at your age. It might not help you, but I think some of you guys will relate to this. Okay? My mom, till this day, when she sees me about to get a little argumentative, she goes like this. Look at me, look at me, look at me. She goes like this. Like that, right? So at your age, that's how I made myself remember. When my mom would say, don't argue with me. Which way is my finger pointing? Up and down, which is vertical. So no argument, don't argue with me, vertical. See it? May not work for you, but I think it helped me a lot. So right now, it's easy for you to remember because we're in the middle of it. But in 24 hours, you can be like, wait, which one was the argument change again? No argument is vertical. Can you remember that? All right. So since it's vertical, there's no argument change. Everybody with me? All right. Good old mama. So this time, the vertical is even easier because you literally copy the function, whatever they give you, and then you add the 18. So watch how easy this is. F of x is equal to the square root of x and then plus 18 on the outside. All right. Who can tell me why it's a plus and not a minus? Don't yell it out. Oh, I believe you. More than 5 of you can tell me why that says plus 18 and not minus 18. Dillinger, why? What does that say? Tell me what it says, babe. It's going up. Does this say opposite of what you think? No. No. So literally, if it goes up, Jaden, stand up. If it goes up, you put plus. And if it moves down, what do you think you're going to put? You're going to put a minus. Easy. Only if there's no argument change. Okay? Let's do one more and you guys can do a Doyle.
So up and down is an argument?
Correct. No argument change. Example 4. Are they getting it? Jaden, I asked you to stand up, honey. Just for a minute until you wake up. You good? You're in your pajamas and everything, boo. Write a function. Yeah, puppy. Maybe. Let's see how you do on the Doyle. 5x cubed with a vertical translation. Lorenzo, the message was too long. It's not going to send.
Oh, it doesn't like your messages.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I'm sorry, I didn't finish reading it. 4 units down. Jaden, help me tell me what I should highlight and underline, please. Jaden, what's important information there? 5x cubed, okay. What kind of translation is it? Okay, and it's vertical. Nicely done. JJ, is there an argument change for a vertical translation? No. No argument change for vertical. Okay? So that means I get to literally copy the problem and then just move it up and down. So check it out, you guys. F of x is going to be 5x cubed. Isaiah, help me out. If I move 4 units down, do I put minus 4 or plus 4?
No minus.
There you go. Vertical way easier, huh? You don't have to change anything. You just plop it onto the end. Here's your doyo. Write a function. Here come the boys if you need help. Write a function f of x equals negative 11x squared with a vertical translation of 2 units down. Yeah, babe. Yeah, you got it? Can you check with your group first? No, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Okay, go through all of them first and do the horizontals. They got it right? Okay, close it. Just do that first. Because the rest I... Alright, Jaden, what you got, babe? Good, so let's say that. Negative 11x squared minus 2. Can you say that again? Very good. Raise your hand if that's what you got. Beautiful. Annette, can you tell me what you underlined, please? Shh. Good. How come I don't highlight the argument here? Thank you, Camden. Annette? Because it doesn't change. Very good. One more example. God bless you, honey. And then we're going to start tonight's homework. What do you guys think? Don't let me lose you guys. Nathan, are you with me? Wait till we're done. Jacob, stop. You're going to be okay. This time I'm going to give you this. Okay, watch. I'm going to give them this, and they have to tell me this part. Okay? So I'm going to give you the function, and you have to tell me, oh, that's a vertical translation. Oh, that's a horizontal translation. By looking and see if the argument changed or not. Watch how easy this is. So one of the questions on the test is to describe the transformation. Jacob, show me how to do this so you can go, okay? Let's say I say that f of x was 2x to the fourth, and then it became f of x 2 times x plus 3 to the fourth. I want you to tell me the difference here and if the argument changed, yes or no. When you're ready to tell me if the argument changed yes or no, raise your hand. One person. 2. 3. There's no rush. I'm just counting. 4. 5. 6. Good job. 7. Tell me if the argument changed yes or no. 8. Table 4 is on board. Good. Jacob? The argument did change. Why? What was the argument, Jacob? Wait. What was it before? Thank you for telling me that. It's going to move to the left. Yes. No, ignore the 2. What did happen? What was it before? And then what did it become? Very good. So the argument definitely changed. Okay, Jacob, I'm timing you. Hurry up and go. So the argument definitely changed. So if the argument changes, Jason, is it a horizontal or vertical shift? It is a horizontal, okay? Thank you, Jaden. So on the test, I'm gonna write horizontal shift. Jeremiah, how much did we shift? How many units did we shift? 3. To the left or to the right? It's opposite of what you think.
To the right.
To the opposite. 3 units to the left. 3 units to the left. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. In the closet, that's my stuff. If I fall, please don't touch. Hey! That's like the 4th time.
Who would that song by?
That's Beyonce.
Yes.
What do you guys think? Pretty easy? So on the test, I'm going to give you a question. You have to tell me what the shift is. What about letter B? And then you guys can start tonight's homework. What if I give you f of x is equal to the square root of x, and then it becomes, excuse me, the square root of x minus 5. Seha, is this an argument change or not? Did I actually change what's in the square root or no? No. No argument change means it's
Vertical shift.
vertical. Very good. So I know that this is a vertical translation. Ben, is it up or down? Down how many units?
5.
Down 5 units. Butter, baby. Give me a summary, please. Today I learned.